and then convince yourself that this document is not good, it's a good document, and help campaign and advise people, the regions, to think wisely and vote for the adoption of the Constitution. We don't want to have any regrets on this, because if you don't if it is not accepted, it will throw us back 10 years. That I can say, because really, it's a document already finalized. It's going for adoption. If the minute of they just say no, we don't want it, who are to blame? They are to blame, and who regrets? They will regret. Over time.
Now, when is the Congress?
The Congress is by next month. We'll have the Congress.
Former Gambian footballer Dudu Loom has met the Vice President and Minister of Women Affairs, Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi. The Sweden-based for Scorpion centre-back is interested in development of Gambian football and wants to work with the Youth and Sports Ministry in a bid to help develop football in the Gambia. Mama Jay has the rest of the former footballers tete-a-tete with the Vice President.
Dudu Loom is a Gambian based in Sweden where he coached and scouted for potential young Gambian football players. Mr. Loom, a former member of the national Scorpion team, played for the Gambia for about 10 years. He spoke to Grts shortly after meeting with Vice President Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi.
My purpose for this visit was to come back home and with ideas that I get from Sweden. This past year has been playing football. Currently, I'm working as a coach and scout for a football agency in Sweden. So there have been so many ideas that I get from Sweden and with my counterparts in Sweden. So we come back here to try to talk to the Gambian government and make sure that we can have some kind of what is it called again? Work together anyway. See if we could try to help the Gambian youths, Gambian football players here, especially, and for the development of Gambian football anyway.
Dudu, who is in the country on holidays, said he is here to make a difference in Gambian soccer.
The intention is like getting the experience and ideas I have there, and I have people here. I'm working in Sweden, you could call them very experienced, and they know the game very well. To try to bring them here, work with them together and see where we lead us.
It could be noted that the national football team, the Scorpions, is constrained with many challenges in terms of performance, and nurturing the young minds and talents will go a long way in developing the game. However, it is believed that Gambians should put up whatever they have in the area of football in an effort to further develop the world's #1 sports in this young footballing nation. Mama J, Grts.
Thomas Muller is one of Germany's highly rated attacking midfielders. At just 23, Muller has established himself as a regular starter for both club and country. This report takes a look at the glittering career of the Bayern Munich star, who still has a lot to offer.
All supporters love a homegrown hero, and at Bayern Munich, the poster boy is Thomas Muller. Plenty of commentators have tried to capture the essence of the Bavarian boy, but for the best 3 definitions, we asked the fans.
Ehrlich,
honest, cheeky, Bavarian.
Smart, quick, passionate.
As he put out,
handsome, lovely, and talented at football.
Muller is only 23, but accustomed to life in the spotlight. We caught up with him at a recent photo shoot, but he wasn't looking his very best.
I collided with a teammate, with Mario Mandzukic. I haven't watched it back yet, but it all happened so quickly. Basically, we collided, and I suffered this minor injury.
It has been a meteoric rise. Muller scored on his European debut in 2009, and in just 3 seasons has been a key player in Bayern's advance to 2 UEFA Champions League finals. The attacking midfielder was Germany's leading scorer at the 2010 World Cup. With a fast lane existence, you grow up quickly.
Your passing improves if you play for 4 years at the top level, and you get used to reacting quickly. The reaction time in your head becomes quicker. You also develop physically. You become more stable. You're just operating at a different level, also in terms of weight, compared to how you were at the age of 19.
In May, he was primed to join the list of Bayern legends. His goal in Munich looks set to be the winner against Chelsea in the Champions League final.
I think if you look at the images after we scored the goal, the whole team, the whole of Munich even, just exploded. You could see the relief etched on everyone's face after we took the lead. And that's how I felt personally. I was substituted 4 minutes before the end for a more defensive player. Well, it's difficult to put into words what happened next. It seemed like we'd won something very big. And then suddenly, it had gone. You find yourself in a hole.
Bayern resolved to put that disappointment behind them. They won the first 9 games at the start of the season. But then came their trip to Belarus, where they were beaten 3-1 by Bartek.
It was similar to a bad cup game. In a match like that, when the underdog scores an early goal on the counter-attack, you know you'll face problems as the defence then sits back. But that game's gone now. In our next UEFA Champions League matches, we will do all that we can to secure maximum points and put ourselves in a good position in the group.
Next for Bayern is a trip to Lille. Failure is not in Thomas Muller's vocabulary, and we'll leave the final 3 words on this special talent to the man himself.
Competitive, unorthodox, effective.
Roberto Soldado is one of the most prolific strikers in the Spanish La Liga. The Valencia hitman has been the fans' favorite since moving to the Mestalla, filling the void left by David Villa. But as we hear in this report, there is one peculiarity about the former Real Madrid man.
For Roberto Soldado, football has been a game of numbers. A Real Madrid prospect at 15, he spent 8 years with Los Merengues before a move to Getafe in 2008. 2 seasons and 33 goals later, he was on the move again, this time to Valencia, where he's averaged more than a goal every 2 games. Throughout his journey, one number has been constant.
For me, it's the pinnacle. All my life, wearing the number 9 shirt has meant a lot to me. It's the number worn by the central striker, and I've focused on number 9 since I started playing football. Seeing kids wearing the number 9 with your name on it, that's a great motivation for me. And it also gives me a certain responsibility, because you're an example for the future, for all the young players that follow you. I think this is one of the nicest things a player can experience.
Soldado scored on his debut for Valencia in a 4-0 UEFA Champions League victory against Turkish side Bursaspor in 2010. He's since plundered 54 goals in a little over 2 seasons with his hometown club, displaying a knack for goal scoring reminiscent of other number 9s.
I've focused on strikers throughout my life, and I've always liked players such as Zamorano when he played for Madrid. I liked him very much. Then Hasselbank, I admired him a lot. And Ronaldo. They were all among the very best, and I've followed them all my life.
Soldado is yet to find the net in this season's competition, but will look to get off the mark away to Group F leaders Bate Borisov. Last season, the 27-year-old impressed in the Champions League, scoring 5 in the group stage alone. Despite those numbers, the international door was closed on Soldado for UEFA Euro 2012. He's been back in the Spain squad for the recent World Cup qualifiers, justifying the award of a new long-term contract at Valencia.
I didn't even read the details of the contract, because I can see what the club is working on. It's something important. They want to achieve something beautiful with this club and with this team. It's a young squad, and that gives people hope, because it's a team for the future. And I hope that in the coming years, because this is a club, that they'd go on to win the title. We'll do everything possible to make that happen.